Hello, and welcome to the final product presentation for the Resume Builder application created by Alina Kraus and Brandon Q.
Hi, so to get started, the Resume Builder is a website or mobile application that builds resumes. Looking at its major features, it allows users to build resumes that are professional yet aesthetically pleasing, all in a matter of seconds. Another major feature of the Resume Builder is that it can save the user's information that the user has provided. This means that the user will not have to input them again. But needless to say, the Resume Builder allows the user to edit their respective profile information anytime that they want to. This was all made possible with the help of Firebase, which we will go into more detail later on. Resume Builder allows the user to save the generated resumes as a PDF, providing a simple way for the user to export the resumes so that they may submit these to employers later on. Moving on, users are able to create an account on our application by linking their Google login credentials. Users will be asked to input their information, which includes their name, professional experience such as their position, date of employment, and their responsibilities. Educational background is also information that our resume builder would need. This includes the institution, date of attendance, their degree, and even relevant coursework. This information would then be saved to the user's account via Firebase, which Alina had learned and used in order to keep the user's data secure at all times. Users are able to choose from a number of resume templates. These templates will be updated regularly to keep them up to date with current trends. Aside from letting the user save their information, the Resume Builder allows the user to edit their profile information at any given time. This will give the user the privilege of being able to change the information they need in order to generate a better resume. Lastly, Resume Builder allows the user to save their generated resumes as a PDF so they may export it and print them out immediately if needed. Now, for system level requirements, our Resume Builder application will work with most browsers such as Firefox, Safari, Chrome, Edge, etc. It will also be accessible on mobile devices such as our Android phones or iPhones. The layout of the Resume Builder will adjust according to different screen resolutions, keeping the user interface smooth and easy. Character limits will be imposed in order to optimize database storage, as well as to avoid cluttered resumes. Templates provided will be professional and engaging. They will also be updated regularly in order to keep up with the current successful resume trends. Templates are organized according to a user's specific field such as tech, art, or medicine. Login functionality is supported by Firebase, linked to a user's Google account, and security will be imposed also by Firebase to protect our users' information. We will now discuss our project management. Alina and I are using Jira to keep track of our progress and to make sure that there are no tasks or issues left to tackle. The page you see below consists of the tasks me and Alina have to do. You can see which task is assigned to who. Alina is our Scrum Master, so she is the one that assigns tasks, doing a very good job of keeping everything organized in the process. Another thing we would like to show you all is how we manage our time and our tasks to be completed. Jira allows Alina to make what we call sprints in order to make sure that the highest priority tasks are being focused on and are going to be completed given the time that is allotted. As we can see in the picture, this is our fifth sprint, which focuses on presentation. Me and Alina will start off by putting our tasks into in progress before we start doing them. And after that, we will move our tasks to the review section for each other to review and make sure that nothing is wrong. After that, we are allowed to move our task into done. Me and Alina like to be organized, therefore this is how we manage our projects. This This is our schedule. First of all, our clean and simple version history of the project document. We started off with a template in order for us to know what our draft should consist of, and then we started off with our additional draft. Given more work towards the project, we were able to make necessary changes towards the initial draft. By February 14, we were able to come up with a good milestones and requirements list. Tech stack have also been adjusted as time went by, leading to today's final project. Next, next, this is what our milestones look like. Tentative dates were written so that we can have a clear goal of how much progress we should have made by the time that tentative date comes. We were successful in meeting these dates with the help of our Scrum board shown earlier. But this list was very nice to have because if we look at our Scrum board alone, it would seem like it's too much. So we were able to break it down here little by little.
The, tech the technology used to implement the application can be broken down into 3 categories. The first is development. This is everything we needed to build the application. We used HTML, CSS, and Bootstrap to design the layout. JavaScript was used to incorporate functionality on the website as well as to connect to the database and provide authentication, both of which were incorporated via Firebase. Of course, Visual Studio was used as our primary development environment. In terms of building and testing the application, we used Cordova and Node.js to create the mobile app version, which was then tested using the Android Studio emulator. The FAU LAMP server was used to host the website, and modern web browsers were used for testing. For organization and project management, we used GitHub for version control, as well as Jira to create a Scrum board, and Lucidchart to create any diagrams that we needed. Here is a diagram that represents the overall structure of our application. Users can access the web or mobile application. Each of these access points then can deliver different functionality. The web version offers full access to the software and allows users to go to the home page, view and edit their profile, as well as use and adjust templates. The mobile application offers a more limited version of the software that allows users to visit the home page, view and edit their profile, and also use templates to create resumes. All of these different components are then connected to Firebase. Here's a breakdown of the way that our data is organized in Firebase. Each user has their own collection that is linked to their email address. The collection is broken down into a set of documents. Each document has their own respective set of fields. There's a document for information, education, jobs, skills, links, as well as a section for other, which allows the user to save any additional noteworthy accomplishments to their profile. The mobile application document is used to save a generated template as a base64 string. This is used for viewing templates in the mobile version of the Resume Builder application. There are also individual template documents. This is where any adjustments to a resume are saved. Here's one section of our use case diagram. New and returning users can register or sign in using an existing Gmail account. The authentication information is retrieved from Firebase, which in turn grants the user the logged in status on the application. Here's the next section of our use case diagram. A logged in user on the website or mobile application is able to edit their profile. Any adjustments are saved via Firebase. Website users additionally are able to adjust their resumes. These changes are saved to the designated template document in Firebase. For example, adjustments made to template 1 are saved to the user's template 1 document in Firebase. When viewing adjusted templates, the information is retrieved from the aforementioned designated template document instead of the information being retrieved from the user's profile information. Here is the last section of the use case diagrams. As previously mentioned, the mobile application offers a slightly more limited version of the software. Because of this, users are not able to edit their templates directly and instead can make adjustments to their profile data in order to generate their desired resume. Here is the sequence diagram for a website user. Users can interact with the web page to sign in. This will cause the system to validate their email via Firebase. granting them the logged in status. When editing their profile, users fill out a form. All of the data is then saved into Firebase into the user's collection. This next part is where things get a bit more complicated. When viewing a template from the Templates page, the resume is populated using the user's profile information. The generated template information is then saved to the designated template document in Firebase. When making adjustments to a template, users fill out a form. All of this data is saved to the designated template document in Firebase. For example, when adjusting template 1, all of the information is saved to the template 1 document in Firebase. When viewing the adjusted template or accessing recently used templates, the resume is populated with the information saved to the designated template document, not the information saved to the user's profile. Here is the sequence diagram for a mobile user. As you can see, most of it is the same as the diagram for a website user. However, there is one section that I would like to highlight, which is viewing a template. When developing the mobile application using Cordova, we had quite a bit of trouble when it came to rendering the display of resumes in the application. This is because by default, Android apps powered by Cordova do not offer any built-in support for displaying PDFs. After countless hours of research and trying different solutions, we found a workaround. When mobile users generate a resume using a template, they will be prompted to open up the document in their device's native browser. This will cause them to be linked to a designated page on our website, which uses the base64 data of the PDF to generate the resume. The browser lets the user know that their file is being downloaded. Once the download finishes, the user can open up their PDF in the native viewer on their device. Welcome to the Resume Builder application demonstration video. This application was created by myself, Alina Kraus, as well as Brandon Q. As you can see here, I'm on the home page currently. We've got a nice little banner, as well as a little welcome message and a Start Now prompt. And at the bottom, we have some sample resumes that the users can look to for inspiration. I'm going to go ahead and start by signing in. And I'm going to go ahead and choose one of my Gmail accounts. Once I'm signed in, I can go ahead and visit my profile page. We'll see that everything is blank because I haven't yet built my profile. If I try to access a template, it's going to prompt me and tell me that I need to build my profile before I start using templates. So I'll go ahead and hit OK and press Edit so that I can start building my profile. For demonstration purposes, I'm just going to type in some random information. I've got some text here that I can easily copy and paste. And so that's the first work experience. You can add up to 3. So I'll go ahead and add a next one. And I will put in the information. And then we have a section for education. So I'll go ahead and put in a random institution. And users can add up to 2 of them. So I'll go ahead and add a second one. At the bottom, we have a section for skills. I'm going to go ahead and type in something random. And provide some external links. And then the other section is just used for any additional achievements made by the individual. So I'll go ahead and just put in some random text here. Go ahead and press save, and we can see that the information was then saved. Now I can start working with templates. So I don't have any recently used templates currently, so we'll go ahead and visit the templates page. I'll go ahead and select maybe template, we'll do template 6 first. So here we can see the resume was populated with all of the information that was generated from the profile information. I'm going to go ahead and adjust the template. And let's say for this template, I want to change my phone number. And maybe I only want to show one of my work experiences. So I'll go ahead and remove my second one there. I'll go ahead and press save now. And we can see that everything was adjusted. So we've got the only one work experience and the change to my phone number here. If I go to my profile, we see my most recently used template was template 6. So I'll go ahead and click on it, and we can see that all of the changes were still saved. So it's whatever my preferred style is for a specific template will be shown here if you click on it in your recently used templates. Let's go ahead and try one more template for this demonstration. I'll go ahead and choose maybe template 1. All right, and we see that everything was generated here. And let's see, there's a little bit of cutoff here on the text, so we can go ahead and adjust that. And we can see it was because of the way that the text was formatted in the text box. So I'll go ahead and make those adjustments. So this really provides the user with flexibility when it comes to what they want to display and how they want to display it on their resume. I'll go ahead and make those adjustments to the formatting. And I'll press save. And we see now the text looks much better. So if I go to my profile once again, we'll see that it shows up in my recently used templates. And if I click on it, we'll see that all of my changes were in fact saved. I'll go ahead and press download. And here we can see everything was successfully installed onto my device. All right, that is it for my demonstration. Thank you guys so much. Hello, and welcome to the mobile application demonstration for the Resume Builder application created by myself, Alina Kraus, and Brandon Q. We'll go right ahead and get started. As you can see, I have the application running on my Android Studio emulator. The layout is very similar to what the web browser version looks like. It is just a bit more optimized for a smaller screen. I'll go ahead and start by signing in. Will prompt me to select an email from any of the Gmail accounts shown below. Go ahead and click this one. And then I will go ahead and continue to the Resume Builder application. All right, now that I'm signed in, I see my name here. I'll go ahead and click on my profile. Now this is, again, an account that I've been using for testing. As you can see here, I've got my recently used templates at the bottom. For demonstration purposes, I'll go ahead and edit my profile. The form will populate with all of the information that is currently being stored in the database. And for this demonstration, I'll go ahead and make one change here. I'll go ahead and save that. And you can see the information was in fact saved. So now that I've got my updated profile, I'll go ahead and start generating a resume. I'll select from a template below. Go ahead, maybe use template 4 for this demonstration. So the application will prompt me to open the resume in my web browser. So I'll go ahead and press open, and it'll link me to a special designated page on our website that initiates a download of the PDF. So I'll go ahead and download that, and I'll press open. And as you can see here, the PDF for the resume was opened in the device's native viewer. I have a couple options here. I can send the file, download, print it, and then as well, there it provides a Google Drive connection here. If I navigate back to the app, I'll go ahead and choose one more template just for this demonstration. Let's see. I will choose template 7. I'll go ahead and open this one. And I'll press download. And as we mentioned in previous slides, this was the workaround for Cordova not having built-in support for rendering PDFs. So this was the solution we had to come up with, where we link the user to the website, which then prompts a download from their browser. All right, as you can see, we've got my resume generated here. So the functionality for the mobile application is a bit more limited in terms of what the user can do, but the core principle is the same. It's still pretty easy to generate your very own resume. Thank you so much.